Hiro Mashima dropped a bombshell on us in chapter 516. Natsu Dragneel is dying. Upon reading Igneel telling Natsu that the two seeds inside of his body, the dragon and demon seed, i.e. E and D, are beginning to fuse and are slowly killing him, the first thing that came to my mind is chapter 500. Hiro was setting up for this twist with Natsu as recently as chapter 500, which was nice to see. The foreshadowing was in place with this, and looking back on it, you can make an argument that this was being set up as far back as the Tartarus arc. However, that brings into question, how will Hiro Mashima decide to handle this? Will he allow Natsu to become a dragon and demon hybrid if it means Natsu potentially dying at the end? Now, in a way, this does make sense because Natsu would be strong enough to take down Agnologia if this were to happen. From what we've seen so far, there isn't anyone in the current war, according to the power scales, who has the power to stand next to Agnologia, let alone take down Zeref. And the thing is Natsu was able to fight Zeref, but he wasn't able to finish them all. So this new development with Natsu could be the answer to ending the war while raising the stakes for the series, because this new power of Natsu's could potentially kill him. So that's cool to see. While that part of the chapter was a nice highlight for me, what most people will be talking about is Irene taking over Wendy's body. After Erza and Wendy fire off a combination of combo attacks, Erza takes her two swords and slices Irene right in the head. We get this panel with Irene having blood run down her head, and just when you think it's over, when you think that Wendy and Erza might have defeated Irene, we see that Irene has switched bodies with Wendy. That was pretty interesting to see because it opens up two possibilities. First, Wendy is obviously weaker than Irene, which means that Irene might have lost some power, which I highly doubt. Because when you think about it, what sense does that make? Why would she change bodies with Wendy if she knew that this was the case? More than likely, Irene's power has transferred over to Wendy's, but the question I have is, does she take the magical abilities of Wendy, or does just Irene's power alone transfer? That's something that I want to know. The other possibility that this brings up is we might see Erza reach her mother with just her words, because she isn't going to be able to go all out in a battle against Wendy. Now, I feel like this is important to say this because throughout the chapter, we see Irene's character continuing to change. She admits that she thought telling Erza about their shared story might change her opinion of her, but that it didn't do so, and then they proceed to fight. However, after she and Erza have a brief exchange where Wendy comes in with the assist on a few attacks, we see her furious reaction upon learning that there was a way to prevent the dragon seed from growing. I think that we are seeing a mother realize that she made the wrong choice when it came to protecting her child, while also realizing that her own life could have been different if this information would have been available 400 years ago. That part of the chapter was good because it shows Hiro understands the workings of the human brain and heart, and it allows readers to see another side of Irene, who has slowly been changing since she's been interacting with Erza. Also, the craft choice of having Irene learning this while Natsu learns of his seemingly pending death was nice to see. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.